Hey guys, what's up and good morning. It is currently 8:30 a.m. and I have just completed my leg workout and some cardio and in a pretty good mood. We just got back from Sweden 2 days ago and the jet lag has officially kicked in. We woke up at 4 a.m. wide awake and thought, why not? Let's go get it done. Got to the gym about 6:30 a.m. and I had legs today, so it's been a while since I have done a YouTube video, and I thought that, you know, I'm not really a morning person and I wanted to document this. I'm currently on a different program right now with Bret Contreras. We're training 4 days a week and 2 upper body days and 2 lower body days. And this is my favorite lower body day, which I don't know why, because I have back squats and immediately following after that is front squats, but you're about to see all of that. So I'm gonna keep it short. Let's cut this out and let's go watch this workout. Well, top of the morning to ya. This right here, guys, I'm just showing you my warm-up sets. I don't really keep count of anything. I just kind of go until I feel good. And I really focus on warming my hips up, especially on squat days. But just all around lower body, glutes, hips, adductors, abductors, and my back. So yeah, as you can see, I've got some contortionist moves, some little frog jumps here and there, just whatever you got to do to kind of get yourself warm so that you can get a good movements in and there's no injuries or hurting yourself. In the past, I would do so many warm-up sets, it would like pre-exhaust me. So Bret told me to do like 1 or 2 weighted sets, warm-up sets, and then move on. And it really has helped. Moving right on into my back squats, I did 2 sets of 5. This first set I did 155 pounds. I wanted to show this front angle so that you could see how I'm really focusing on trying to keep my knees outward. If the weight is heavy and your knees are going in and you can't get them to go out, you may want to back the weight down. So you can see that sometimes my knees start to go in, but I really focus on pulling those out, and that really helps get those glutes engaged to shoot you out of the hole. And also I'm really focusing on coming up, not with hips first, but with the whole movement. You can really watch that here on the side angle. And really important for me too is the depth. If you're not going low enough, then you're not going to engage the glutes, in which is going to get the glutes to grow. So my main focus is keeping those knees out, depth, and coming up all together. See right there, you can see my hips started to come up a little bit ahead of time. So that's something to just kind of concentrate on and watch for. And right on into front squats. So this is what I was talking about. I don't understand why this is my favorite workout, because heavy back squats straight into front squats is brutal, but I'm doing it. And if you want to get your strength up and just try to be a total badass, then you should totally try this workout. But on my front squats, it's hard for you to see, but I have the bar right on my front delts, and I'm really focusing on keeping parallel and not using my back too much when I'm coming up out of the hole. And same thing, keeping those knees outward and working on the depth. So on back extensions, you're actually not going to be doing this for your back. This is also a glute movement. If you can see my feet at the bottom, they're angled outwards, and I'm getting a full stretch at the bottom to really get those hamstrings engaged. And then I am squeezing the glutes super hard at the top. And also, if you notice, my back, it's staying completely neutral, so it's not arching up at the top and it's not rounding at the bottom either. So main focus is that glute tie-in area. straight into double banded hip thrust, super burner here. Same thing as any hip thrust. You want to keep the eye gaze, as Bret likes to call it, so creepy. The eye gaze forward, it just helps from the chest coming up. And on banded hip thrust, you want to keep the constant tension. That's the goal. So don't go all the way down at the bottom. And that's also going to help from getting hyperextension in the back. So on this angle, you can really see how the bands are lying across my hips, and I'm kind of holding them in place so they don't move around, and that I've made sure that they weren't twisted. And just kind of play around with your bands and just decide which resistance is good for you. Next movement is a good old lying hamstring curl. I did 2 sets of 10 with 90 pounds here. My strength is finally coming back after a little hamstring injury that I had last year. But yeah, just mainly focus on not swinging up too much and just keeping a good squeeze on those hamstrings here. So on my next movement, I wanted to show you this band that I use. I don't have a small band that's the resistance that I need. So I just tripled up this bigger band so that I could get that resistance that I'm needing for these seated abductions. So notice the band is going right below the knee, and the same thing as we did with the banded hip thrusts. You want to keep the constant tension here. And it seems crazy to only do 1 set, but with 1 set of 30 after all of the other glute movements that we've done, it's plenty. I've learned with training with Bret, less is more. And to finish off this workout, I did standing cable abductions. Notice I have the working leg going behind my other leg. I just really like that for a good stretch at the bottom. And then you can see how I have my hand on my hip glute to really make sure I'm getting that thing activated and really squeezing at the top. So hopefully you like this, and if you do, please give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos, and let me know what videos you want to see. And I apologize for this mess. You see all this? Like, I don't even know what to call this pineapple on my head. But if any girl wakes up at 4 a.m. to do her hair and makeup to go train, you ain't there to train.